Let's talk about the biggest 401k mistakes that people make. Make sure you stay until the very end, where I share one of the biggest mistakes for last. Before I dive into the list, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and click the bell. That way, you'll be the first to see my next money-making video. Mistake number 13. You don't know your retirement needs. It can be hard to predict how much money you will need to live comfortably in retirement. Many retirement savers make the mistake of not having any goals in place for their savings. This can lead to a lot of problems since you won't know how much money you need to save. If you want to be successful when you retire, it is a good idea to run a retirement calculator at least once per year. Even if you're not sure what you want your life after work to look like, it is helpful to do some ballpark estimates. The sooner you start running a retirement estimator, the better. Start by thinking about what financial freedom means to you. This will help you think about the lifestyle you would like during retirement. There isn't one number that is perfect for everyone. You will need to replace about 70% to 90% of your pre-retirement income to live comfortably. The most important thing you can do is think about how much money you will need to maintain your lifestyle. This includes your goals and dreams for the future. Number 12. You don't contribute once you've left your job. Job changes are always difficult. You might have been laid off, or you may have discovered a new exciting job opportunity. Whether you're self-employed or new to the company, it's critical to continue paying into your 401k or other pre-tax retirement accounts. If you let up on your savings, then it'll take longer to reach financial independence. Number 11. You don't save enough. Many people save around 6% of their income in a 401k plan. Even if you add an extra 3% when your company matches contributions, you may find yourself behind on your savings. Not saving anything for retirement is a big problem, but not saving enough is another common mistake. So, how much do you need to save? This varies from person to person, but many experts say that saving 10% to 20% of your income is a good goal. If you're trying to make ends meet and pay for your current financial obligations, it can be frustrating to hear that you should also contribute to your retirement fund. However, if you are still paying off high-interest debt or have not yet built up your emergency savings, it is usually a good idea to contribute enough to get the company match. This will help you in the long run. If you're not saving enough money, the best thing to do is save more. But this can be difficult if you are already trying to balance other priorities. Review your spending plan and see if you can make any adjustments to increase how much money you put into your 401k. You can avoid falling victim to your good intentions to save more tomorrow by making a commitment to increase your savings over time. This is done with contribution rate escalator features in 401k plans. You can use an online calculator to see how much these small changes can affect your retirement outlook. Number 10. You trade way too often. It's been proven many times that trading in and out of securities isn't a good idea. The time you spent trading your 401k could have been used to improve your career. For the first 15 to 20 years of your career, getting promoted and compensated is where the real money is. If you have a trading habit, try to keep your rebalancing to once a quarter at most. The more you trade, the worse your long-term performance will be. Don't let trading take precedence over other activities in your life. Number 9. You ignore fees. You should always be aware of the fees and expenses associated with your retirement account. The amount of money you have in your account when you retire will determine how much money you will get, but the fees and expenses in your account will slowly reduce the growth of your savings. There are 3 types of fees associated with 401ks: investment fees, plan administration fees, and individual service fees. Even though many financial services are getting better about disclosing fees, it can still be overwhelming for the typical investor to understand how much they are paying in fees and expenses within 401k plans. To see how much you're paying in your 401k plan, be sure to take a look over your plan documents. Typically, larger plans will have lower fees. Be sure to look at the 401k plan from your previous job to compare fees for your current plan. This will help you decide if a 401k or IRA rollover is a good choice. Number 8. You cash out your savings. Your plan sponsor will hold back 20% for penalties and taxes, so you won't receive the full amount if you cash out part of or all of your retirement fund before the age of 59 and a half years old. Because most people never catch back up, this means that you'll lose out on money in the future. Number 7, you overemphasize company stock. If you have employer stock in your retirement plan, a major drawback is that large company stock holdings can increase the volatility of your retirement portfolio. Although fewer 401k plans are using company stock for matching contributions, many companies still permit workers to invest in company stock within their 401k. If your 401k plan includes company stock, assess how much risk you are exposed to. Maintain your overall exposure to any single stock under 10% to 15% of your total retirement portfolio. Number 6, you fail to rebalance investments. It shouldn't come as a surprise that investments rise and fall over time. The basic idea behind asset allocation is that certain asset classes do not always rise and fall at the same time. Because of this, your original strategy to diversify across multiple asset classes may change over time. If one is available in your 401k plan, you may choose to participate in an automatic rebalancing program. Target date retirement funds or asset allocation mutual funds can help you take a more hands-off approach to rebalancing your investments on a regular basis. Number 5, you waste opportunities for matching funds. Matching contributions are additional income from your employer. If your employer matches any portion of your 401k payments, it's usually a good idea to contribute enough to take full advantage of the offer. In 2021, the maximum annual contribution to a 401k was $19,500, or $26,000 if you were 50 or older. In 2022, the amount went to $20,500, or $27,000 if you are 50 or older. Take a look at your benefits package to understand how much your employer will match in your 401k. Think about increasing your contributions above the match if you are already contributing enough to receive the complete matching contribution. Number 4, you ignore Roth options. The withdrawals you make from your pre-tax 401k accounts during retirement are treated as taxable income. On the other hand, Roth 401ks allow your money to grow tax-free. Those who don't need to lower their taxable income today or anticipate being in the same or higher income tax bracket during retirement will typically benefit from a Roth 401k. Take a look at the differences between the Roth 401k and traditional pre-tax contributions. Make a decision if it's more advantageous for you to take advantage of today's known tax benefits on pre-tax savings rather than the possibility of future Roth 401k tax benefits. Number 3, you change jobs often. During the course of their career, a worker changes jobs about 12 times. A lot of people change jobs without even understanding that they're letting money slip through their fingers in the form of profit sharing, employer contributions to their 401k plan, or stock options. It all comes down to vesting. This means that you don't have full ownership of the stock or funds that your employer matches until you've been working at the company for a certain amount of time, usually about 5 years. Take a look at your vesting situation before you leave your job. This is particularly important if you're approaching a deadline. Is leaving those funds behind worth changing jobs? Number 2, you drive up debt. Your savings could be negatively affected if you drive up your debt before retirement. It's important to have an emergency fund. That way you can avoid last-minute debt and you can also avoid drawing down your retirement savings. Try to pay down, or better yet, pay off debt before you retire. However, be careful to not stop saving for retirement so you can pay off debt. Look for ways to accomplish both. Before I move on to number 1, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and click the bell. That way you'll be the first to see my next money-making video. Also, type the word yes down below if you think you've been making one of these mistakes. Number 1, you only rely on your 401k for retirement. If you only rely on your 401k to retire comfortably, you're making a mistake. In the past, most business and government employees received lifelong pensions. Today, just under 15% of Americans receive pensions. Not contributing to a 401k or taxable investment account because they believe that a pension is sufficient is one of the most common mistakes made by individuals. These retirees will find themselves in an uncomfortable situation if the business goes bankrupt or if the government reduces their pensions. Everyone must not only maximize their 401k every year, but also develop a taxable investment portfolio that is equivalent to or greater than their 401k. Everyone should consider how they would produce additional retirement income in addition to these two investment vehicles. If you want to learn more about investing, click the video on the screen. Here I tell you how to invest in dividend stocks for beginners. It's everything you need to know about dividend stocks and more.